What's going on? What's going on, my fellow YouTube peoples? It's Dust a Real One, still maintaining, still doing what you do in the thick of the YouTube, in the underground slums, hanging with the turtles and Splinter, trying to get it down here. But this ain't gonna be one of my usual fares, you know, with the political and societal talk. Well, I guess it's semi-societal. I be dating. Y'all know that. Y'all see a couple of my vids. They're the minority on my page now. But fuck it, man. It's still part of who I am. I be dating. And I be having these conversations with these chicks. And I'm not nobody's pimp. You know, I'm not, you know, going through a significant percentage of the population down here. But I keep noticing that there's these same trends. Especially like with these ladies that have a lot of kids. Or some kids. Or kid. Talking about you too. Hey baby, I love you. Y'all, my black sisters, I fuck with y'all, and pretty much exclusively y'all. Y'all do some interracial shit. All the other cats that's not black, stick around. It's not just for black cats. But what I do notice is these ladies be having excuses for their life and how they was just, you know, the victims of some shit, and some dude just did them fucking wrong and he tricked me. And he said he was going to be with me forever, and it turns out he wasn't. I'm like, well, where's he now? Oh, he's in jail. The fuck? He didn't give you no inclinations that he was a motherfucking shitball before he stuck his dick into you. He really didn't. So when he was just selling the weeds on the block and just kicking it with you some shit at a time, not searching for no job, but telling you some other shit, you didn't know he's a shitball. When you got in your first argument with this motherfucker and you saw that vein throb in his head and his eyes twerk to the left just a little bit and his shoulder twitched and he looked like he wanted to hit you, and you thought to yourself, you know what, if this argument was a little bit worse, we could get in a physical confrontation. You didn't know he was a shitball. You didn't. Motherfucker ain't got no car, still live with his mom, ain't got no money, and you approaching your 30s with no hope. You fuck with this nigga and he get you pregnant and you didn't know he's a shitball. And that's what I call this, man. You didn't know these dudes were like this when you started talking to them, and I be talking to these ladies. They be like, well, he put on a good front for a couple of months. He put on a good front for 6 months. What is a good front for 6 months? I have never seen one, because I'm a grown ass goddamn man. And I be chilling with all these cats. And I can't help but notice that, you know what, I blaze a bone with these cats. I don't know what the type of shit they on. A bone. A nickel bag of marijuana. 10 minutes of your day. You know what type of shit he's on. You know a direction, you know a ballpark, you know a sport. So to say that these guys, he hit me, I didn't know he was going to snap off like that. He left me and he was going to be together forever with me, and, you know, we were supposed to get married and shit didn't work out like this. A lot of times, you know, you're not talking about a lot of other things that you did see, or maybe things having to do with more to yourself. Like, you didn't know that he dropped out of college and he didn't know what he was going to be. He 19, 20 years old. Yeah, he going to just chill up in your shit and still fuck the shit out you. Now, I'm going to keep on saying that because a lot of these chicks I've been encountering, man, they say, I don't want to fuck with this type of dude, and, you know, I'm looking for this type of dude, and they pregnant by these type of dudes. And their exes are these other types of dudes. The jail-bound, ne'er-do-well, I'm going to slang a rock till I can't slang it no more. I'm going to work this piddly-ass job, and God help me find a better way because I don't know where it's going to come from. These type of brothers. These type of cats. And you wonder why dudes that's doing alright looking at a lot of these women skeptically. When you tell us shit like this, so that means you could be working for the government. You could be in somebody's, you know, computer assistant technician or whatever prestigious job that you might have right now. And once you start talking about the dudes that you was fucking with and those type of characteristics, we think in our minds, go, used to be a hoe. Doesn't matter what you're doing now, you used to be a hoe. What's your dick percentage? Do you just slow down on this dick with your high, sophisticated ass right now? Because you stand in front of me, you're looking a certain way, but what you're telling me, it denotes a different type of woman. It denotes like a couple years back, you might have been, you know, running them trains on a couple dudes or getting train ran on you. You might have been that chick just up in the club, you know, waiting for the lights to go out, doing that Usher and Beyonce making love in the club. Hey, man, those characteristics denote the same type of chick. So when a dude, he may not, the thing is, a nigga ain't never gonna say that shit. But these decisions that you made in your life are affecting your dating capability right now. And a dude who ain't gonna tell you the shit. So let's just clarify. Let's just come back. Let's bring it full circle real quick. If you have if you have a kid and his dad's a shitball, we're looking at you funny. Mainly because we're not really concerned about, like, you know, the circumstances of surrounding you and the shitball. We're mainly concerned about you being involved with the shitball in the first place, and we can give a damn about how young you were, because you know what? Generally, me and the girls are around the same age, and I have to hold them to the same standard as me. If I can resist all these loose ass women, you know what I'm saying, trying to get me in their bed with, you know, no condoms, or oh, I can't get pregnant. You think niggas ever heard that shit? You know? Oh, I don't want no babies. And then the same chick that don't want no babies suddenly have a baby, and then they having a long ass talk with their boyfriend. Some of my best friends got into shit. You know? Why should I start this shit over?